Hello fans, welcome to Outdoors Update. We're going to be telling you about the upcoming year in this update video, and basically it's just what we're going to do throughout the year and try to improve on what we do as a team.
One of the big things that we have got into this year is we're going to try to do some more filming on the water. But one of the big people that contacted us was KY Sports TV. He's wanting to do some on-water footage with us on the water, maybe some seminars and stuff like that. We're really excited about how that's going to go as we record ourselves, but we're getting on there with him as well could get us some TV time on a few local channels here and maybe get us out there more. That's a very, very good thing. Glad we're involved in. Tanner, what do you got to say about that?
It's a really big step for us, really, to get out there more, get on TV is really big, and just overall give everybody an outlook of what we are and what we can do. And up next, we're going to talk about our tournament series we're probably going to be fishing this year. The first one's probably Mid-Kentucky. It's a series, they fish lakes around here, Green River, Calvary, different ones like that. Up next is Bradley Roy High School tournaments and our high school tournaments, and I'll let Ezra talk about a little bit about that.
Yeah, like you said, Mid-Kentucky, there's kind of a local group, 10 to 15 boats. They usually fish some local lakes, Green River, and they'll go to Taylorsville and they'll go to Willisburg. They also fish like Springfield, some smaller lakes like that. The Tuesday night tournaments that we have here on Green River Lake, we'll be involved in them and trying to get some good winnings in them, as they pay pretty good. So does the Friday nighters. We might try to scoop some of them in on our boat too. High school tourneys, like Tanner said, Taylor County High School tournaments. That's just what we do all year to try to get points and get back to region and stuff like that. Pretty successful year this year, and I think Tanner ended up third and I tied for fourth or something like that in the points standing. And the Bradley Roy High School tourney series, that's just Bradley Roy. If you don't know him, he's a BASS pro from Kentucky, and his dad, Anthony Roy, he's started a series called the Bradley Roy High School tourney series, and it goes through 4 lakes. It goes through Green, local lake, Cumberland, another local lake, and Barron. That's a big advantage to us, and the other one's Barkley. Considers point standings. You get to go on to the state, you get to state, and then you win the national. What you got anything you like to talk about advantages to the close lakes?
Really advantages. It's just like Green River Lake being in our backyard, really, and Cumberland and Barron being pretty close to us. But like last year when we went to state, it was we really didn't know much about the lake that time of year, really. And then, of course, the winners was Muhlenberg County and all those close around home to Kentucky Lake was the winners. And I think that really depicts a lot the lake and where it is. But we're not really looking at that now. We're going to try to show everybody what we're made of this year. And we're ready to kick off the new year with some sponsors too. One of our big sponsors we're bringing back this year is Grubb Custom Baits. I just sent some off this past week to get repainted. He repaints them and puts new hooks on there for us. And he's really an all-around good guy. He's good to work with, and we're glad to have him on board with us and have him there for us.
Oh yes, Grubb does a really good job. Make sure you check him out. He's on Facebook. Grubb Custom Baits is just a little home man from down in Oklahoma. Just make sure you check him out. Does really, really good work.
He also has a Instagram too. Just look him up through there too if you have an Instagram account.
One of our new sponsors, one of our big time sponsors we've added this year is Rattle Trap. We got in contact with them earlier in the year. When I saw on Facebook they was looking for some sponsors, I thought I'd contact them. And we've received some baits as well as other things that they have given us. They gave us a few shirts and a few decals and stuff like that. Glad to have them on board, as they're a big sponsor. They're national wide known.
Yeah.
They're the first people to ever create the Rattle Trap.
Yeah, great group of people, and they're good to work with too. Our next sponsor we're going to move on to is Bad Boy Jigs. He's a local man, Mark Southern, great guy. He actually lives right down the road from us. He makes some of the best hand-poured jigs there is, and he's kind of got into making buzz baits, spinner baits here and there for us, and we're just glad to have him. He's a big part to our success during the whole year, I would think.
Yes, me and Tanner, we throw jigs a lot. If we're up the creek or sitting in deep water, that's one of our go-to baits that I can feel like I can catch something on most of the time. Like he said, he's starting to make a few other things, but his main thing is jigs, and that's what he does. I mean, if you're wanting a good jig, he can make good colors, and he can put it together really well. Now, he makes all of his stuff are good. The hooks don't come out, the weed guards don't come out, the paint don't chip as much as others do when you buy somebody else's. They're good jigs that you need to check out. He's on Facebook, Bad Boy Jigs, and on website badboyjigs.com, I believe. On the next one is Ardent, one of our new sponsors, Ardent Rods and Reels. We just picked them up this week, actually. It's about earlier in this week. We got in contact with them. Just like I said, saw another thing on Facebook where a few people had been adding, and I thought, well, I'll give it a try. They got some nice equipment. I've been looking through there. I've tried a few of their reels before, and got a few placed right over here that we are going to test here in a minute if we can. Just great people, great man. I love the man I'm working with. He's one of the nicest people out there. Glad to have him. I mean, they got great equipment.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to using some of their rods and reels. Next up is Cream Lures. They're pretty well known. They got a lot of hand-poured plastics. We're really looking forward to throwing them with our jigs. They really match up well with Bad Boy Jigs' colors. They got some worms. They got swim baits, and they just got a lot of quality to who they are and what they are, and they're really good people to work with, just like every one of our sponsors are.
And another thing about them is they got 3 types of worms. They got the generic old finesse worm and the curly-tail worm. They got another type of special worm they have. They got the real screamers, kind of like a shorts, like a swim bait kinda. And they got a few other baits. They got the normal brush hog and the normal crawl and lizard, stuff like that. But the thing about them is their prices are not as high as your Strike Kings and your Yums and all that stuff. They have good quality baits for a cheaper price, and I promise you, they catch fish just like any other bait does. And that's what the key to success is catching big bass. And the last sponsor is Vicious. We just picked them up as well. We got in contact with them, and we have picked them up. They got about everything. I mean, they're just a well-rounded.
Got a lot of clothes and apparel. They got line.
I mean,
lures, just anything you really need.
They got about all of it, to be completely honest with you. They're just a great all-around fishing company. I think most of the time you see their line in most stores, yeah. But they got many other things as well. Look, a few sponsors we're looking for. We're still on the look for a eye sponsor,
eyewear, like sunglasses, anything like that.
We're just kind of looking for one still. We haven't found one yet. We're in contact with a couple companies right now, but we haven't finalized anything yet. We'll keep you up to date on that.
Another one we're looking for is terminal tackle, like hooks, weights, anything from that area. Excuse me. And we're really just glad to keep you guys up to date through these videos. We're going to try to make some of these videos more often, keep you guys up to date. And we're going to show you guys around some of our baits we got set up, and then we're going to do some pitching here in a minute, short pitching, and you guys stay tuned, and we will be right back. Thank you.
I'm going to start off with one of our great sponsors in Bad Boy Jigs. This is his old, I think it's a 1/2 ounce Bad Boy Jig, black and blue skirt on it. Caught many a fish on this very color. Just want to show you a nice up close look at it. It's very nice jig, got good hook, good weed guards, you can tell. They don't bend too easily. Got a good hook right there for good hook set. Good weed guard, they don't come off. I mean, great jigs all around. Another one of his classic baits is one of his new baits is his buzz baits. good blades, good skirt, good hook. I mean, look at it, don't bend like them others do. I mean, it's good quality buzz bait. Another bait he makes is an old spinner bait. Good gold blades. He can make any blades in any color. I mean, he's got the silver ones, the gold ones. Another thing, skirt. Look at that nice color on there. I mean, that's 2 or 3. I mean, how many other times you see good skirts like that? And look at the head. I mean, that's not a generic head that he just bought off somebody. That's a horn, hand-poured head that he got at home. Bad Boy Jigs. Check them out, Council, Kentucky. Cream Lures. Here's one of their crawls. It's in black and blue. You can tell it has blue with black flake on this side, black with blue flake on this side. A great bait. Catches them right behind the jig really well. It stands up well. This black and blue in the crawl. 3.75 length. Okay, here we go. We got the same crawl, another kind of watermelon red right here. That's all it is. Nice looking little color. Next up is the creature, they call it on their website. It's in watermelon green, nice color. It's a brush hog, nice little thing. Next one is a beaver in red magic, as they call it. Nice looking little bait. Also right behind a jig good as well, and nice flipping bait up in a creek. Check them out, creamlures.com.
Next up, we're going to display some of our baits from Grub Custom Baits. This right here is a nice top water bait he sent in, repainted for us. Good looking bait. Then we got a little bass shad wrap. Good looking, really good painted quality bait. He also can put eyes in for you too. Right here's some jerk baits he's sent us in. Great colors to them. Right here's a little deep diver, and then you got a rattle trap. This one right here, the sun hits it. If you thought on a sunny day, the bass will really hit it hard, and it's a great way to catch them. I love his paint schemes he uses, and they're really good colors to throw. Right here's another one. It really reflects off sun. You can't tell it much probably in the video, but it's a top water action. Really good color to it, and just all around great to use. And then this right here is another jerk bait he sent in for us. It's got the noise to it. Really pops out for the bass. Check him out on Facebook, Grub Custom Baits. He's on Instagram, Grub Customs, and he's in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Check him out. Next up is Rattle Trap and the Eco 1.75 made by Bill Lewis Outdoors. Great looking square bills. And here's another one right there. It's a little shad. And then here's the Rattle Trap. Check them out, rattletrap.com or BillLewisOutdoors.com.
So we throwing a Bad Boy black and blue, heading for the big bucket. We're going to be pitching a cream lure, a beaver, black and blue here. I'm going to start off with the big bucket. Hit her on the back side.
Alright guys, I'm going to try out some pitching right here. Got my Bad Boys blue and black jig on. Gonna try to throw in the big bucket right here first. Work out for both. Switching it up a little, I'm gonna try to take this rig right here, big bucket.